Hello YouTube. So I've not really done one of these videos for a while. Um, a lot of my content has been for the last couple of years around the gym, traveling, my sort of life, what I'm getting up to, etc. Um, I'm at a point now on my teaching course where I've become pretty competent at my teaching, and I am always still thinking about what's next, but I don't know. I've had, because I'm more competent and I've really enjoyed my experiences so far, like bonding with the people I work with, the kids I'm teaching, trying to improve their lives in some way, shape, or form. It's made me sort of just like, sort of think about life, as I am someone who is fairly philosophical. So I was sort of coming up with a topic of like fulfillment. So I've been like looking online into it and stuff like, because I'd say at 27, I do feel like I'm pretty fulfilled. Like, I have achieved everything I've wanted to achieve for my given age. Like, I want to have kids one day, meet someone one day, and all that sort of stuff, and learn to drive one day. But I was thinking, like, for 27, I feel quite fulfilled. So, fulfillment is a combination of vision and want. So for me, like a vision would be like my goal of becoming a teacher, being put in a position where I can make a positive impact on people's lives, and give it 2 or 3 months, and then hopefully like I would have achieved that, unless I fail my course, which I'm sure I won't. So yeah, my goal was to go uni, get a qualification, get educated in the field of teaching, and then try to apply that knowledge to make a positive impact on people's lives. And then, so it's a combination of vision and want. Want is the will and desire. So for me, like, I feel like I'm not diagnosed with anything, but I still think I've got undiagnosed ADHD just because my brain's just jumping from one idea to another, to another, to another. Like, I talk to anyone that meets me, like, I'm having about five convos at the same time. But I think you spend enough time around me, you just sort of like get the gist of it. Maybe on this channel you've seen me just like chatting about one thing and chatting to another, then another, then another. It's just how my brain works. It's always firing. But I've noticed that I get quite something called hyperfixation. So like, for example, there's been points in the gym. Like I feel like I've only developed this since I was probably like 21, 22. It just when I had a sort of like a traumatic event, and it sort of just like spurred me on and sort of changed everything that's happened since. So I think like hyperfixation for me, like at a point was the gym for many years, and then that switched to like my university degree. Then after that, I did the bodybuilding. So I was like fixed on the dieting and the competition. Don't know why. And then obviously I went traveling and I was just living life, and I was like, what's next? What's next? Taking all these experiences I can. And then since I've been back last May, I've just been really, really focused on my career, like how I can be a better teacher, a better practitioner. I've noticed that myself, I focus more on the negative than the positive. Like, I have really high expectations of myself. I have high expectations of other people, but slightly lower than that of myself. But I am my own worst critic. So that's like, it's a good thing because I'm always like trying to improve myself in any way, shape, or form I can. Whether it's educating myself, whether it's in the gym training, whether it's my personality, how I interact with the outside world. Um, but like I've just been like hyperfixation on my career. Like I've been just trying to get the most out of the last, I think 6 7 months. I've been on this course now, and I've got like 3 months left. So I just want to sponge as much information as I can, and like I don't know, make myself proud, but just make everyone else around me proud, I guess. Um, and another thing that I've got down, I've got like notes and stuff I want to talk about, which is something I don't normally do in videos. Because I thought today, I was just like, I want to just make a video about stuff, sit down, talk to the camera. Then obviously I've gone and done stuff about the day, and I was like, I'll just write it down. So suffering, like I am someone who likes the struggle. Like I think us as humans, like you can't have it easy all the time. You know, if you lived in an ideal world, well, if you lived in a world where you had like no stress, nothing, like nobody breathing down your neck, there was no urgency to do anything. Like I feel like you'd probably be unfulfilled because like nothing easy in life, like nothing good in life ever came easy. Like usually you've got to go through some sort of over like internal, external struggle and overcoming obstacles to like try and make something of yourself. Like I say, traumatic event years ago. Went back to uni, trying to educate myself, trying to learn more, try and better myself, be less of a bad person. Because I think like in my early 20s, I wasn't happy the sort of person I was, and then the rest of my 20s I've tried to like rectify that. Hence, trying to make a positive impact. Like I find like me, I grow as a lot as a person when going through struggle. So I think like when I look at uni and I sort of like lockdown or whatever, sort of isolate myself from everything, my friends, etc. I think it's because I was sort of like I got my hyperfixation on my degree, and I was putting my all into that, and I was sort of neglecting other ways in my life, and I was like deferred gratification, suffer a bit now. So I've got all this good stuff to look forward to, and then I did the bodybuilding competition where I was like essentially starving myself. Like looking back, for what? I still don't know to this day, but I sort of like I worked so hard at my degree. I was like fixated on the bodybuilding. I was like I struggle here because like I learned life lessons, grow as a person, etc. And then like I've come back to uni, like living in Leeds, student accommodation at 27, which isn't great to be honest, and it's really expensive. But like now, I don't really go out, don't drink, don't really do anything around here. Don't have that much of a social life, which I don't mind because I know in a few months things will change. So it's like I like struggling a bit because I feel like it allows me to grow as a person more and just like don't know. I feel like I'm fulfilled. I found my purpose in life. Just like best job in the world, positive impact on people's lives, teaching them stuff, how to be healthy, like the importance of like being healthy physically, mental, socially, spiritually as well. And in the struggle, you build resilience. I feel like I'm a resilient character. I feel like a lot's gone on and it makes you stronger because at the end of the day, I know that everything's going to be okay. Whatever sort of bad stuff happens in life, everything will be okay. I don't know how I come across in this video to be honest. But I think the thing for me is like obviously teaching and stuff. I can't really just start talking teacher stuff at camera because like it's got no relevance to anyone and it's not like entertaining. But like with my fitness stuff, because of like working in the school and stuff, there's not, and it's quite boring anyway. There's not really a lot of fitnessy sort of stuff I can really do. It's quite limiting. But like I think I'm quite philosophical, like thinking about the meaning of life and human behaviour, why we act certain ways, like proactive response versus reactive response and stuff like that. I find it really interesting, like sociology, psychology, philosophy. So in videos going forward, I might just lean more into that side. Hence, like this video is sort of philosophical, talking about fulfillment. But I think like if you don't know what your purpose is in life or what drives you or motivates you, I don't think that's a problem. Because like we all figure it out at different points, but it's just about being proactive, taking the steps to sort of like taking the proactive steps to like try and do that. Because if you're someone who doesn't know what they want to do in life and you just sort of like waiting around for stuff to happen, I just don't think it does. Like you've got to go out there and like research things about yourself, your personality, what sort of makes you tick, and then just like use that as like a rough guide and sort of see what you want from life. Like, do you want to live in England, in this country? Uh, do you want to rent a place forever? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have kids? Do you want to work in retail? Do you want to work in entrepreneurship, business? I don't know. You need to find what aligns with your values. And for me, like, I want to see the world. I want to teach people about being healthy and stuff and being in shape. I want to like. I want to go abroad. I want to have kids one day. I want a decent standard of living. I don't know. It's a weird one, man. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap up this video. But yeah, I feel very fulfilled. Hopefully, whoever's watching this does. But yeah, I like these videos where I just talk at camera because I'm gonna watch these videos back in a couple of years. Like, I still look at my videos, which are currently privated, from a few years ago, and just see like how my mentality sort of changed in the last 3 years of having this channel, which it has an awful lot. I feel like for me, it's like I roughly knew what I wanted to go towards, and I feel like 3 years later, I'm really close to that. Like, life's great. I mean, I live in student accommodation and pay £700 a month. I'm into my overdraft. I've got literally no savings, but you know what? Teaching job, couple of months, save money. Money comes and goes, but up here doesn't. This is more important. Anyway, see you in a bit.